If you thought wealth was impossible before, in this new world, the have-nots will be crushed immensely. The texture of what that feels like, we don't want to imagine it. It is essential that you boost your family's purchasing power now, because you never know the philosophy that comes with the new rules. I want to ask you a simple question right here before we get started. And the question is simple. As we pay attention to what's going on in the world, as we watch America navigate, as we watch Saudi Arabia navigate, as we watch China navigate, I want to ask you a question. How do you navigate? What we learned by watching this, the reason why this episode was so crucial is because we wanted to show you all, I wanted to show you all, the team wanted to show you all how patience can give you an opportunity. Patience can give you an opportunity. A lot of us aren't patient. And impatience can lead us to the abyss of nothingness. The abyss of never accomplishing our dreams, the abyss of never building wealth, the abyss of doubt, lack, and impoverished. I want you to understand something. The financial blueprint is important. And if you didn't have one before now, I need you to have one now. What is your offensive pivot? Whatever you were doing before the pandemic, what did you pivot to the pandemic? What did you pivot to after the pandemic? But most importantly, looking at everything that's going on, where do you pivot now? We are bearing witness to what's going on firsthand. We heard about Rome falling. We heard about Babylon falling. We are witnessing something, and I don't want to say America's going to fall, but we are witnessing something, and we need to pay attention to it. A storm is brewing, y'all. And your family is in desperate need of a captain. Many outcomes are possible. But I will tell you this. Conventional concepts will not reign supreme in this environment. Conventional concepts. Saving. 401ks. CDs. They will not reign supreme in this environment. Wealth will always be held within the assets. Your greatest investment will always be in your knowledge on navigation. How to navigate investing, how to navigate taxes, how to navigate building wealth, how to navigate securing wealth, how to navigate passing wealth down, how to navigate business. Your greatest investment will always be in your knowledge of navigation. If you thought wealth was impossible before, in this new world, the have-nots will be crushed immensely. The texture of what that feels like, we don't want to imagine it. It is essential that you boost your family's purchasing power now, because you never know the philosophy that comes with the new rules. You don't know that the country you live in, you don't know how they navigate from behind. We only know the America that knows how to reign supreme. We only know the America that knows how to bully. We only know the America that knows how to go and push his way around. You ever played the game with somebody before and they talk a lot of crap when they're ahead, but when they losing, they don't got nothing to say. They quiet. You can hear them. I can hear your heart breathing. What? I can hear the breath coming out your nose. Because some people only know how to lead when they winning. We don't know how America will respond if the dollar is no longer king. But I tell you what, in that environment, you want to be a part of the people that got some bread under your belt. Because it's going to take some adjusting to, because they're going to do everything in their power to try to get back if they lose it. And then, it will not matter who they got to sacrifice.
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
We splurge on our wants, and we neglect the things that we truly need. We neglect the things that are truly moving the needle for us. One of the slides I wanted to show today was how car prices have gone up and how purchasing of cars are actually going up. Now, I'm gonna be real with you, and everybody can do what they want to do. But if you're not in that position, now is not the time to be buying a car. Now is not the time to be buying a house. This ain't no shade to my real estate brokers. This ain't no shade to my people that's selling cars. But if you don't got to make that big purchase, I'm telling you, your money need to be going into assets. Trap, a house is an asset, not unless that house paying you. You take on that 30-year mortgage, it's a different story. You take on that rental property, it's a different type of debt. Now is the time to accumulate more assets than you can think of. And I know we say it all the time, but I'm telling you right now, the people with the most assets are to be the only ones who can survive what's coming. The market's gonna be the markets. Stock market ain't going nowhere if the dollar crash or not. Because guess what? China still got a stock market. Europe still got a stock market. The American stock market ain't going nowhere. So you better know how to navigate it. You better learn how to print you some money. Because I promise you, what's ahead of us, if it goes the way we don't think it's gonna go, man, we in trouble, y'all. And I don't know if I can articulate that in no better way. I just want us to understand the severity of what we up against. I don't want to pump fear in you. I want to inspire you to go do something. I want to inspire you to say, I need to take action. I need to learn the game now. My life is in jeopardy. I want you to understand my life is in jeopardy. None of us are into politics. Whether Trump get in office, whether Biden get in office, whether Barack got in office, we can't control none of that. The only thing we can control is what is in our bank account, what is in our investing account, and how we maneuver. Because if you ask me, I ain't never seen a politician come to the hood and help me and my people anyway. Some of my people been on welfare since the day I was born. My hood always had the most check cashing places. My hood always had the most dope, and none of us ain't come from Colombia. My hood always had AK-47s, and I ain't never seen one gun dealership, one gun manufacturer in my hood. But guess what I seen? I've seen train tracks, and I've seen trains stop in my hood with the doors open, with crates full of guns. The day I seen my partner had a grenade, I knew that was divide plan. So I'm telling you, I ain't never seen a politician work for me and my people. And I'm talking the poor Spanish people, the poor white people, the poor black people, because guess what? Poor don't care what you look like, just like wealth don't care what you look like. I took Jose and them to my hood. I said, bro, we got to do this and we got to get on up out of here, bro. Guess what? The next day, a double murder. I sent it to Jose. I said, bro, that's 2 blocks away from where we was at. I told y'all it was real around here. So I just want us to know, yo, now is the time. Now is the time that we need to ignore splurging. Now is the time that when we make profits, we need to turn the profits into position instead of turning the profits into possessions. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Now is the time where we need to turn the profits into positions, meaning stock positions, meaning real estate positions, meaning business positions, instead of turning the profits that we make from investing into possessions, bags, cars, shoes. The goal of Trappin' Tuesdays is to do 3 things. Help us secure legacy. Help us to invest confidently so we no longer have to get it out the mud, we can get it out the market. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Thank you for coming to another episode of Trappin' Tuesdays, episode 37. We 3 hours and 5 minutes in. I apologize for taking up your time. I told you this week was gonna be a week where we really dug in because I watched everybody's show this week and last week and CNBC, and I ain't seen nobody really navigate us through what we needed to be navigated through. I take this serious because I love y'all. I take this serious because I look at some of y'all like, yo, I'm big bro, I'm big homie, y'all the family, this what we doing. So one thing I ask for y'all to do, man, each and every week, we had a record high this week, man. We hit 2,800 people this week. Salute to y'all for that, for real. Let's do 3,000 next week, y'all. Let's do 3,000 next week. Let's do 3,000 people next week. The only way we get to 3,000 is when you share the links. When you tell people, yo, it's Trappin' Tuesday, we gotta listen to Trap. But lastly, man, let's go get that #1 spot, man. Next week, Jose, we got our first live in-person event, April 11th. We maxed out. We maxed out. I'm ready for that. I think we got 8 seats left for the 25th. Let's put that in there if anybody want to tap in. We got 8 seats left for the 25th. And lastly, I'm going to say it again, man. Go download it on Apple, y'all. Let's go get that #1 spot, man. I need y'all to download it, and then I need y'all to take your link, send it to your friend, send it to every group chat, put it on your Instagram, tell them download the link if you rocking with Trap. Let's go get that #1 spot together, man. Remember, man, it's your boy, the Wall Street Trap, and Wall Street looks like us now. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next week for sure.